Hey guys, QIT here with another video, and this one I'm going to talk about how index investors like myself view red days, how we're able to stay invested and keep on investing even during a market downtrend. This will also address the fear many beginners have of making a mistake. But before I start, I just want to mention that I've enabled channel membership, so if you want to give this channel a little bit of support, subscribe, become a member for a month. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so the core idea is the stock market has a positive expected return. Now, this idea hinges on the strong belief that the global economy will continue to grow. Here we have the world index, and I'm sure when you start investing, you've been presented with a lot of these graphs that show, for the most part, the global economy or a diversified portfolio will trend upwards to the right. And the extensive history we have of the world economy makes us strongly believe that this is the trend that will keep on going. Economies will keep growing, companies will become more profitable, and stock prices will go higher. Now, this growth can come from technological advancements, increasing productivity, or expanding markets. Of course, we all know that there are risks, such as economic downturns, political instability, company-specific issues that can bring stock prices down, way down. But despite all these market disturbances, which is what this graph calls them, the trend is still upwards to the top right. This observation, coupled with EMH, the efficient market hypothesis, which I won't go over on this video, this combination is the reason behind advice such as time in the market. At any moment in time, if you bet on the global economy, you should have a positive expected return. The key word is expected, and one of my favorite analogies that I use often, I hope makes sense to a lot of people, is that of being the house in the hand of blackjack. Now, I acknowledge there are strategies that give you an edge against the casino, but that's not the point of this analogy. The analogy here is that for the most part, all casino games give the casino an edge, what they call a house edge, or in other words, a positive expected return. And in some variants of blackjack, the dealer can have a 2% edge against even perfect play. But we know they don't win every hand. They just chip away at you. That's sort of what we're doing when we're holding XEQT or VFV. The dealer can lose many hands in a row. Likewise, for XEQT or VFV, you can lose money the day you decide to invest in these funds, but that doesn't make it a mistake. Here, I've simulated 10 runs of the house playing against a perfect player in a game of blackjack with 2% edge, and these are the results. And one of the takeaways here is that even after 5,000 hands with an advantage, the house can lose money. There's a universe, out of these 10 universes, there's one where the house lost money after 5,000 hands. My main motivation for doing this video is to showcase how you can make good decisions and the results still do not reflect that you make good decisions, and people emphasize results too much. I have to wrap up this blackjack analogy by saying that the key difference between blackjack and the stock market is that unlike blackjack, where we have a good idea of what the house edge, it's the risk premium, as we call it, is unknown for the stock market. Now, people use the historical performance of the S&P to project a 8 to 10% return in the future, but I'm skeptical of that. We don't really know. It could certainly range anywhere from 2% to 12% in the next couple of years. Hopefully that gives you an idea of my mindset as the market goes up and down. I just really don't care. There's no other way to say it. And this process versus outcome discussion applies to active investors. Those of you who pick your own stocks, just because a stock went down doesn't mean that the decision you made at the time of buying it was wrong. And one last point I think about is beginners that post about needing to switch funds because something hasn't performed for them over the last couple of weeks. And it's like, you're just reading too much into the results. And I think I'll end it here and see you in the next one.